Finals here at the Valley Pool. What a sunny day it is to commentate the best game in the world, which is water polo. One of the biggest girls competitions in the world here in Brisbane today. It is grand final day. I have Tafili Tawaso, the great flying Samoan Tafili Tawaso, joining me today. Tafili, this will be a big day. You got a final yourself, a couple of finals coming up today?
Yeah, I've just got one more final left and then I'm done for the season.
You're done for the season. Not quite, because she plays in the Griffith University Queensland Thunder team, so they're going great guns in the Australian Water Polo League. But first up this morning, it is the All Hallows against Mermaids under 14 girls grand final. This will be a cracking game. They evenly matched both these teams. It's a press defense coming from Christina Shearer's Mermaids team. 5 minutes of water polo stoppage time over 4 quarters. Press on the outside. It's 30-second shot clock running down to 3, and that's a turnover in favour of Mermaids. And it's an exclusion off the ball in favour of Mermaids. First power play for Shearer's team. Christina Shearer done many a year in coaching on pool decks for teams, now playing her trade for Mermaids. She did coach for All Hallows back in the day, Tafili. Nice setup by the Mermaids around the outside. Oh, first shot going wide. And Coach Phoebe Powell for All Hallows will be happy about that. Defensive efforts from the All Hallows team. Again, just trying to find the way into sitting centre forward, although the sitting centre forward now rotating through. They look like they're playing a bit of a rotating centre, Tafili.
Yeah, looks like they're driving in.
Yep. So no real sitting centre forward. Tafili is a sitting centre forward specialist, played for the Australian junior team at World Championships last year. We might talk a little bit about that. But first exclusion in favour of All Hallows. Phoebe Powell up to 6 metres, barking instructions on the pool deck to her team in this first power play, and that's a great block by the Mermaids team on their defensive effort. Defence wins games.
Oh yeah, always. It's our first rule for our team.
Absolutely, defence wins games. And that's a steal, still in possession of All Hallows. And she hasn't played the ball. It's a technical turnover. You have to show the referee that you are playing the ball once you've stolen possession. They would have had that rule played against them throughout the season, and you'd think they'd have it down pat in grand final. Driving sitting centre forward, looking for the shot. No opportunity as yet for the Mermaids. Nice save, although it goes into the back of the net. And that is the first goal, and it comes from the number 13, Anna Thompson. No, it's not. It's the wrong team. Chloe Barrett. Chloe Barrett is the first goal scorer. Yes, we can make mistakes first up on a Saturday morning. It's a long day at the office for us commentators here on this very warm Saturday morning. Super Saturday, we'll call it, of grand finals of water polo. And opening the scoring is Barrett, Chloe Barrett, with a long-range shot. Just went through Adele Barrett in the cage for All Hallows. That's a steal back in possession of Mermaids. So talk us through this attack, Tafili.
Honestly, I think they're just trying to get to the 2 metres as fast as possible, and then they're just driving in and out. All
right, why would they want to get to the 2 metres?
Well, just to create more space and, like, pretty much, yeah, create more space, more opportunities to score.
Absolutely. That is to get a goal in the back of the net, and they get another drive exclusion to the Mermaids. Very well drilled is the Mermaids under Christina Shearer. Quick 1-2, looking for the backhand. Probably wasn't the best option in the end, especially on an extra power play. 3-3 situation, and it's in the back of the net, and it's a goal scored from the number 8 of the Mermaids in Ava Shearer. 2-0 in favour of Mermaids. That was a great shot, 2 long-range shots.
Yeah, from both, like, I think outside 5 metres.
Absolutely, and both on extra they were. So they are showing their teeth early, the Mermaids under 14 girls. Both these teams have played together and against each other throughout the season. Oh, that's a great goal in response, and it comes from the number 8 for All Hallows in Alice McMenamin. Excellent goal for Alice McMenamin. 2-1 it is. Alice McMenamin opening the scoring for All Hallows. .128 remains in the first quarter of final number 1. 11 games up today here in this side of the railway end of the Valley Pool, the iconic Valley Pool, the home of water polo here in Brisbane. Long range shot going over the top as Christina Shearer bounces the ball in disgust that ball's got to hit the frame, especially in finals water polo, Tafili. Got to get the ball in the frame.
100% with that.
105 remains in the first quarter. 2-1 in favour of Mermaids. And that looks like it's an exclusion off the ball, an exclusion off the ball. A lot of exclusions happen off the ball, Tafili.
Yeah, I think the All Hallows are driving and the Mermaids are just being caught with their hands down.
Yep, hands down is an offensive and a drive, especially when the attacker gets inside water. Outside shot, and it's a goal! And it comes from the number 9 of All Hallows, Charlotte Brown. Brown puts one in the back of the net, so McMenamin and Brown are the 2 goal scorers for All Hallows, and Shearer and Barrett are the goal scorers, 2 goals apiece in this first quarter of the grand final of under 14 girls.
Yep, it'll be a long game.
It will be a long game. Could it go to penalties first up? Evenly matched are these 2 teams. Throughout the season, they trained together pre-Australian Youth Water Polo Championships. And the champions of that Australian Youth Water Polo Championships was the Mermaids under Shearer. Into the last 24 seconds. What are they going to do in this attack, Tafili?
Honestly, I think they're just waiting for a late shot. Use up the whole 20, just so the Mermaids don't have a chance to go counter.
Yep, opportunity to steal by the Mermaids. 2 coaches today, very experienced players back in their day, Phoebe Powell and Christina Shearer. You'll see some great coaches on deck throughout the day today. Exciting day it is. Long range shot in the back of the net. That's an outstanding goal, and it comes from the number 9. Talk us through that, Tafili.
Charlotte Brown shot from halfway, I think.
Absolutely. Shot from halfway, hit
Top
the
corner.
bar down, yeah.
Yep.
Spiders in the corner it was, and they lead 3-1. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. They would trail 2-0, did All Hallows, and it's a 3-goal turnaround in their favour.
I know, I mean, it can go anything, any cause, anything in the water, so.
Absolutely. Just left the door open slightly, did the Mermaids. We might focus across onto All Hallows and their coaching staff on the first quarter. And Phoebe Powell, nice and low as a coach. You want to try and get as close down to especially youngsters in the water to get your message across. The person with his back to us is Fabio Pavanello. He's the head coach of All Hallows. So what do you reckon Phoebe will be saying to her players this morning?
I think she'll just be saying to, like, calm down. It's the first quarter, you know. Now all your nerves are out. You guys can finally start playing your plays.
Absolutely. It's all about getting those first quarter nerves out, or we talk about feeling the tempo, getting the tempo for the game and just trying to find what defensive pattern is going to be played against you. So it looks like the All Hallows are playing a very heavy press.
Yep. I mean, I think so as well, with the Mermaids driving in and out of the centre.
So it's a very mobile game today, and what Tafili is saying is driving in and out of the centre. It means that there's no sitting centre forward on the 2 metres in front of the goals. That's Tafili's office. You've just come back from World Junior Championships. Talk us through that.
I mean, it was a great experience, a lot of hard competition out there, especially in most of the Europe teams. But I definitely learned a few things.
Absolutely, and you're penciled now in for what? What have you got coming up in the next 12 months?
I've got the under-18s, Oz Camp. I think they're picking a team or 2.
Okay.
And then under-20s,
All
World
right.
Champs, which I'm hoping for, trying my best for that.
Where's that going to be played in?
I'm pretty sure that's played in Portugal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So looking to book a ticket to the World under-20 championships in Portugal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying.
So my co-commentator for this morning, she's a superstar sitting centre forward, and there's not too many sitting centre forwards in this game. Both teams are playing a drive in the junior competition, which we would classify under 14 girls. They start to get into their positional play, and one of the key components is a sitting centre forward. So specialist Tafili Tawaso joining us today in the commentary booth for this game 1 under 14. 3-2, it is in favour of All Hallows. Trying to find a way through this very heavy press defence coming from the Mermaids. Mermaids playing in their traditional pink caps, and All Hallows playing in their traditional pale blue. Nice steal on the outside, and it's a great steal on the outside coming from the number 13 in Chloe Barrett, who goes counter-attack. It's a 3-on-2 on the first line, looking for the free player. Now they opt to slow it down. Again, no sitting centre forward, Tafili.
Yep, I think they're just going to go drive-through again.
There comes the drive on the outside. They've got a number of exclusions, 3 exclusions each in the first quarter. Short corner shot, great save. Great save coming from Adele Barrett in the cage for the All Hallows team. What's the importance of this first hooking? Second hook now?
Yep. I think it's just trying to get to the ball to the 2 metres as fast as possible.
Absolutely. Get the ball up the field quickly. 14 seconds remains on their 30-second shot clock. Here comes the drive from All Hallows. Interestingly, all 5 goals have come from long-range shots in this game today. There's a ball side drive, a real classic ball side drive. And that's a steal from Mermaids. How about that defence?
Yeah, I think the Mermaids' defence was pretty good. I mean, when they were yelling out crash back, number 7, Poppy, crashed back, which is good.
So a crash back is leaving your attacker on the outside to help back on the first line. The player with the ball is the most dangerous, and the player closest to the goals is the most dangerous. Those are the 2 probably key components that coaches will try and get across to players to cover first up in defence. Let's have a talk through this Mermaids defence. Talk us through this defence, Tafili.
I think they're doing a heavy press, same with All Hallows. I mean, they're making sure, they're trying not to get the ball to the 2 metres and making sure there's no onside drives.
There comes an onside drive. They get it inside. She pulls the ball away, but it's an offensive turnover for pulling the ball underwater. Lucky on that occasion.
I saw that, yes, very lucky.
And lucky in favour of Mermaids, I'd have to say, because they left the door open for All Hallows to get that drive. He has an exclusion off the ball. Taylor Spall, referee on the grandstand side. You ever given refereeing a go, Tafili?
Oh, yes, I have actually. I've been recently refereeing the under-12 boys and under-13s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it hasn't been too bad.
I see you've got your brother coming up next in his grand final.
Yep, I've got 2 of my brothers in their grand finals today.
Oh, and that's a running out of shot clock. Great defence from All Hallows. No goals in this quarter. 5 in the first quarter it was. Oh, sorry, Charlotte Brown scored in this. Here we go, counter-attack coming from All Hallows, number 6 in Georgia. Shannon puts the ball inside. Excellent play. That's a penalty for All Hallows. Nicely played. We got a flute. No, we got a trumpet in the grandstand today. How good is that?
I know, you don't usually see that at the water polo games.
Yeah, grand finals day. Everybody steps it up. Not only the players, but the supporters alike. Here we go. It's a penalty for All Hallows. Is this young Cope to take it? Emily Cope sits up nice and strong and puts it in the back of the net. Does Emily Cope. Tafili a little bit quiet because she is a Mermaids player, Tafili Tawaso. Okay, your team is two down, Tafili. What are we saying as a coach?
Honestly, I think just it'll be a long game. We've got another 2 long quarters to go, so making sure you're still relaxed, but using every opportunity you can get.
Absolutely. What have the Mermaids got in response? It's been a 4-goal turnaround. They got out of the blocks early and fasted Mermaids, and that's a turnover from great defence from All Hallows. Tafili, talk us through All Hallows. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I think the top player, number 6, is dropping back because her opponent's just too far out. They're sitting at 7 metres.
She's talking about the top player, which is the point player, not the top player in the team. So point player, which was young Georgia Shannon, very as experienced as Georgia Shannon. Watch two of her sisters go through the junior competition. Her sister coaches the All Hallows under-12 team in the final later on this morning. All right, what have the Mermaids got? 38 seconds remains in the first half of this grand final number 1, and they throw away possession. Possession is stolen back by All Hallows. Phoebe Powell, very happy with her team at the moment, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, her team's doing wonderfully. Shutting down Mermaids and everything.
There's the word of the day. Wonderfully. We'll see some wonderful water polo throughout the day today. Here we go. They got a score. They need to get at this. Oh, this is a great pass. And she just couldn't quite control that long-range pass. Young Chloe Barrett. And 6 seconds remain. All Hallows in possession. Long-range shot. Nice save in the cage from Jessica Wiley. And that's the end of the first half of a very, very entertaining grand final between two very strong teams, which is All Hallows and Mermaids. We might focus across on Mermaids. Christina Shearer at this long break. She'll bring her team in. She's a very, very experienced coach, is Christina Shearer. Have you ever been coached by Christina Shearer?
No, I've been coached by her sister a lot, though.
Ah, Nicola Johnson, her sister. Nicola Johnson, one of the most experienced referees in the world. Refereed at the Olympic Games. But Christina Shearer, very experienced, won a number of national championships as a junior coach. I think she might have won national championships with All Hallows before jumping ship to the Mermaids. Okay, here we go, Tafili. If you are a mermaid, tell us what Christina would be talking to you about here.
I think she's just going to talk about like keeping it calm still and trying not to get frustrated by the cause and what's happening in front of them. Also with the driving and the defense, just more communication has to be done with it.
Communication in diffusing the situation, that's the most important thing. And the situation has been in the favour of All Hallows. They've been very good in this first half. 4-goal turnaround. They were 2 down early in the first quarter. 2 goals coming from Shearer and Barrett for the Mermaids. And they certainly got the game together thereafter, the All Hallows team, but they just haven't got the opportunities in front of the cage that they would like, the Mermaids. Tafili, what you got? Who are you up against today in your grand final?
I think we're up against Polar Bears.
You think you're up against
No,
Polar
I know
Bears?
we are.
Oh my goodness, you haven't even prepared for the final. Is that going to be a tough game?
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, we've had a long-lasting, long-lasting competition for like a good 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So it'll be quite close.
It will be quite close. Have you got your A game? You nervous? Do you get nervous before a game?
Oh yeah, definitely. I might not look it, but I definitely do get nervous.
All right, start of the second half of game number 1 for Brisbane Water Polo Grand. Here it is, the off one. Hallows in the counter-attacking ball side drive. Penalty for a penalty. Penalty for All Hallows. Nice play. They won the swim off. Ball into the drive. Wooshka penalty. How good is that?
It was pretty good. It was a very good play.
Yeah. Very good play it was. Just caught them. Sierra Convert. She only operates at high performance levels, the Shearer, but she's very, very experienced. She's come back from a lot of goals down in grand finals and ball to the number. All Hallows fired at Charlotte. Charlotte 65, bit of club here.
No.
Ruby ball. Remember, each coach has timeouts today. So they'll definitely be looking to break momentum. That's an exclusion gain. Well played by the Mermaids. This is a power play coming from the Mermaids. They set up 4-2. Short corner shot. Nice save. And they pick up the scraps with 20 seconds remain. They just got formation right on extra.
Definitely.
How important is extra power convert?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the one chance you're up.
Absolutely, and they save Delfina. Standing All Hallows.
Cracker of a game.
She's having a cracker of the game. Defense is the call from All Hallows supporters in the grandstand. They know how important defense is. Tafili talked us through it a little bit earlier. Defense wins games. Shot outside a gain a knife coming from young Barrett in the cage. Goalkeeper.
She is.
3:52 remains. Third quarter of this grand final, the under 14 girls competition. Evenly All Hallows on attack. That's great defense. It's what they do next. They've got to carry this momentum through Tafili. Talk us through how important it is to carry that momentum from defense into attack.
I think they just need to make sure, like, you know, just because they're down by 3 doesn't mean the game's over. I mean, we've got another 3 minutes on this quarter and then another 5 in the next.
Absolutely. So 8 minutes of stoppage time, water polo to go. There comes the drive, but that's super defense. Look how they ladder and shift in defense to All Hallows. Very experienced and well drilled they are. And now they're going on the counter with 2 seconds, and well played. Talk us through why they dumped the ball in the corner to Feely.
Well, instead of shooting it right at the goalie, which leads the number 7, Emily Coop, with a counter, instead they're making sure they do a long pass, so the goalie has to take time out of their attack to go and get the ball.
Yep, so they get themselves set in the very next defence. So well played. They give up that attack to Mermaids. Ball into city centre forward. Nice turn, nice save! That's an excellent save from Jessica Wiley in the cage. She's a twin, is Wiley. Both great swimmers coming out of Somerville House School. Okay, just this momentum is lost. They feel like the next phase of their attack has been smothered by All Hallows defence.
Yeah, the All Hallows are doing really heavy press. I mean, no fouls have been called or anything.
Yeah, they're now being pushed away from their target, which is the goals. Great defence by All Hallows. And that's a turnover. Look, it's a 2-on-1 counter-attack. Nice pass into the drive. Got to maintain. Rolls away. Nice save. What a save by Jessica Wiley. Keeps her team in it. How important is that save?
I mean, that was an amazing save. I think if that goal would have gone inside the cage, I think Mermaids would have lost more of their momentum.
Absolutely. Could have been good night nurse for Mermaids.
Definitely.
There's a corner to go, but Wiley keeps her team in it. Now they've got to build on that. Great defence. Ball into sitting centre forward. That's an exclusion gain. I thought a soft exclusion as Shearer's questioning it. Okay, here we go. This is an important extra to defend for the Mermaids. They need to keep All Hallows out here. Ball around the outside. They've gone a cherry picker. Oh, that's a great goal. And it comes from number 2.
Kiara
Pavanello. Pavanello, very well drilled throughout her career. Her mother played for Canada and her father played for Australia junior team. So what a super shot that was from Kiara Pavanello. I think Pavanello played for Mermaids too before she went back playing for All Hallows.
Yeah, I think so as well.
There is players can have a secondary membership. Ball into sitting centre forwards, very short. I thought lucky to get that exclusion because it wasn't the best of passes, but they'll take anything they get, Mermaids, this late on in the third quarter with 1:24 remaining. We might go across to Christina Shearer here on this timeout call. So Christina Shearer's got to get her bench up. Just the momentum, they're not energised.
Yeah, I think they've lost some of their senses, kinda.
Senses, kinda. There you go. Talk us through. You Samoan? Are you Samoan?
Yes, I am.
You are Samoan. It's a beautiful country, Samoa. Have you ever been to Samoa?
No, not yet. I think we're planning to do a family trip at the end of the year, though.
Oh, it's a great place, Samoa. Tafili. How do I pronounce your surname, Prof?
Tarso.
Tarso. There we go. Tafili Tarso. She's got her brother coming up a little bit later in the next game, actually. What's his name?
Tamana Eli Tarso.
Tamana Eli
13.
Tarso. There you go. It is the... Is under 13, boys? Under 14 boys.
Under 14
boys grand
yeah.
final. We didn't even talk through Christina Shearer. Her wise words would have just been, girls, we need to get the ball in the back of the net. Keep it simple. Keep it simple is key in this under 14 age group. They trail by 4 with 1:21 in the third quarter. They desperately need this 3-3 formation. Here we go. There's a drive on the top to set a 4-2. Look at the shuffle defense from All Hallows. Smothered. That move. That's the timeout move really gone, and that's the turnover. Phoebe Powell congratulating her team on a great defensive effort. Both coaches have got timeouts today. That's one used by Shearer. Into the last minutes of this third quarter, and it's in favour of Mermaids. A steal back of possession. But look at this defence by All Hallows. It's been super today. Two sitting centre forwards now. Now they get out to balance their attack. A D formation or a mushroom formation is what coaches talk about at this level. Down deep it goes. Looking for sitting centre forward, and they throw a lob over the top. Running out of options.
I know, I think everyone's just starting to sit on the top and no one else is driving.
Nobody's driving. 9 seconds remains in the third quarter. 6-2 in favour of All Hallows. And that's the end of the third quarter. They came out of the blocks firing, did the Mermaids, with 2 great goals, but they haven't scored since. It's been a 4-goal or 6-goal turnaround. 6-goal turnaround unanswered in favour of All Hallows. What are we talking about here if you're Christina Shearer?
Honestly, I think she'll just be saying, keep driving, girls, keep moving. Like, don't be stuck there, sitting on halfway, being pressed all the way out. Try to get to 2 metres and everything.
Okay, so why do they want to move? Do they just want to drive, or why would they want to move?
To create more opportunities, more kickouts maybe.
Yep, and then they've got to convert those kickouts. They can
They
get
do.
the kickouts, which is great, but this defensive effort by All Hallows has been super. So they certainly have converted this great defense into attack, and that's why they lead by 4. 6-2 on the scoreboard. Goal scorers for All Hallows, 1 to Pavanello, 1 to Emily Cope, which is the penalty. Then we got Alice McManaman, who scored the cracker earlier on. And we got 3 goals to Charlotte Brown. She's been outstanding today, not only as a goal scorer, but her defensive efforts have been excellent. And who's the goal scorer has been for Mermaids?
Ava Shearer, number 8, and Chloe Barrett.
Yep, so Barrett opened the scoring in the game, but she's been marked out. Obviously, players get talked about in team talks. You've got to watch this player and watch that player, and they would know each other very well.
Definitely.
They certainly have brought their A game this morning, have All Hallows. They love finals, water polo do All Hallows. They're up against Polar Bears. How have you gone against Polar Bears throughout the season?
Yeah, we've been beating them, but still, final's a final, anything can happen.
No, you should go into politics. You're very politically correct in your answers. Tafili Taso joining us in commentary for this Game 1 of Super Saturday Grand Finals of Brisbane Water Polo Incorporated competition. It's one of the biggest girls' competition in the world. Probably New South Wales is first in Australia. But I tell you what, Brisbane attracts teams from Sunshine Coast and Gold Coast. Come play here in this Brisbane Metropolitan Comp. Nice steal. There we go. This is what they need. That's an exclusion. No, it's not. It's an advantage. Now there's an exclusion given, but it's what they do with it now. That is a 5 metre because they pressed the player without taking the foul. Right, but that wasn't given. Here we go. They got this extra. They got to find the free player. That's the key. Put the ball in the back of the net. They're hesitant to shoot. Mermaids. The slide on the outside. Here comes the shot. Oh, and it hits the crossbar, and they pick up the scraps in favour of All Hallows. Just hasn't been their day today.
Nope, I think they're just trying to shoot too high, honestly.
Yep, trying to shoot too high. The goalie's been outstanding for All Hallows. Tell you what, Adele Barrett, MVP for the game, I tell you. She's been fantastic. That's a great save in the cage from Jessica Wiley. She had a fantastic one-on-one save a little bit earlier on in the third quarter. 3:29 remains. They got to score on every single attack if they want to win this game, do Mermaids. Because time is not on their side. Look at this defense. They're sliding off position 3. They want the shot to come, and they sneak it in short corner. That's a great goal, and it comes from the number 13.
Chloe Barrett, another one.
Yeah, she scored in the first quarter to Chloe Barrett, first goal of the game. And from the very same position in the fourth quarter, Barrett, they have to steal back possession now, so they'll play a press defense, press and steal. You might hear Shearer in our effects mic. 3:01, still time, they're 3 down. I've seen Shearer coach teams back to championship wins from this position before. You've got to play an expansive defense. Here we go, Mermaids. Here's the long-range pass. Excellent pass. Now they need to take it towards the goals. Look for a penalty. Gains a minor foul. She would have liked an exclusion. Still got opportunity on the outside. Here we go. The shot needs to come. They thread it into sitting centre forward. Steal back possession. Barrett, the goal scorer, turns on the outside. Nice defence from All Hallows. 7 seconds remain. They go wing to wing. Shot coming. Oh! She's got long levers in the cage.
From Adele Barrett, nice save.
Yeah, Adele Barrett's been outstanding. That was better play by Mermaids. Just trying to find a way through. They got to steal possession here. 2:11 remains in the game. Oh, nice play. Drives towards the goals. That'll be a penalty. No, gets no favours from the referee. That could have been a penalty in my eyes.
I saw it as well, but...
Okay, 1:55 remains. Oh, they're getting desperate with their shooting options.
I think they're just shooting as soon as the ball lands on the water.
Yeah, they're running out of time. It's a bit of pressure. This is finals water polo for you. .141 in the fourth quarter of grand final number 1. That's a turnover in favour of Mermaids. Still got a timeout up her sleeve, Shearer. Wiley's got a good arm on her as a goalie.
Good pass, 2-2.
2-2. They've got to get a shot away though, but look at this defence from All Hallows. Ball into sitting centre forward. Nice turn, just that second bite. Oh, just couldn't get her hand around it. Nice play by centre forward.
Yeah, I reckon.
That's Tafili's office is centre forward. Loves playing sitting centre forward. I see you go with your left hand first, then your right hand. Who taught you that?
Oh, Lance did actually, my coach.
Excellent. Lance Johnson, great coaching. All right, and the turnover in favour of Mermaid. She calls her second time out, does Christina Shearer, with not much time left on the scoreboard. We'll go down and close up on Mermaid's coach, Christina Shearer. There's not much you can do here, down by 3. Time is not your friend at this part of the game. What would Christina be saying?
I think she'll just be trying to go through maybe their timeout plan. I know we have a team one. If we're ever in a situation where we have to score one more goal. But besides that, I think she's just saying keep it simple, go wide, you know, making sure the drives are definite and they're not driving on top of each other.
Wise words from Taiso. What time's the grand final today?
10:30.
10:30 is her grand final here at the Valley Pool.
Yep.
Well, we'll have to see whether we've got you on our... I think I do. On this Valley end. No, I don't. I've got the under 18 boys. You're on the other side. Okay, here we go. 44 seconds remains on the game clock. Just looking to make the score a little bit closer. Shots got to come on the outside. They've been very hesitant. The goalie for All Hallows, my MVP for the day, Adele Barrett. Who's your MVP?
I think mine would be the All Hallow goalie, honestly.
Yep, that is Barrett. Both of our nominations for MVP of this game. And that'll be it. I think this is the last attack in favour of All Hallows. Phoebe Powell will be thrown in after the game. The traditional victory celebrations is throwing the coach and manager and assistant coaches in. 11 seconds. As All Hallows come down with their support crew. And that will be it. The under 14 Brisbane Water Polo champions of 2023. All Hallows 6-3 over Mermaids. Great game, Tafili.
It was an amazing game.
Absolutely great game. 6-3, deserved winners they were. They found themselves 2-0 in the first 2 minutes of the game, but a 6-goal unanswered turnaround. It is under 14 champions of 2023. All Hallows over Mermaids.